Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about how news is created rather than reported at times. How sometimes people can alter your perception of something based on the way it's reported, and how sometimes that can even happen by accident. We're going to do this because I got a message today, and it was something to the effect of what's going on with the ruble. I just saw reporting that said that it had soared to its highest level. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Without even looking, like I knew that wasn't true. But I did a little digging, and I found an article that the headline was, "Ruble soars to highest level," which is where it was abbreviated at in the news crawler. If you click on it, the whole headline is, "Since late August." I'd like to remind everybody that late August is like 2 weeks ago. So, not really groundbreaking news, okay? What we're going to do is show you how charts and graphs, when they are truncated and they only show a small piece of the information, can lead you to believe something that isn't true. So I want you to go to Google and type in ruble $2, R-U-B-L-E, $2. And you're going to get a chart. And right now, at time of filming, 1 Russian ruble equals 0.010 United States dollar. The chart shows up at 1 month. It is showing 1 month worth of activity as far as how the ruble is doing. And actually, by this chart, it isn't at its highest level since late August, but it does look like since about September 7th, it's been trending up, which, okay. This is what I want you to do. It's set at 1 month. Click the 5D button. If you see that, it shows you 5 days worth. Now, that really does look like it's soaring. It looks like it's going way up. And then there's a little drop at the end. Now click a year. More context gives you way more information. It gives you a better picture because that chart, that graph, shows you that it has lost about a third of its value over the last year. Click 5 years. Also lost about a third of its value. Click max. What is that? Lost around, more or less, I'm not going to do the actual math, about 75% of its value. Click 1 day. Looks like it shot up all day, and then right around 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, looks like it's taken a nosedive. When you are presented with graphs and charts, try to get more context, because that clearly shows that accurate information can paint a less than accurate picture. All of the information you saw on each one of those individual graphs it's correct, it's accurate. But each one is going to leave you with a different impression. Which one is most accurate? Well, none of those. You would need one from the beginning, from the early days of the war. And there's not one charted to that specific time frame. But the closest would be a year. That would give you the clearest picture as far as what the sanctions are doing and whether or not they're actually having an impact. As far as how the ruble is doing right now, it's not doing well. The fact that it has slightly recovered and then took a little bit of a nosedive, when it is still trading that far down, it's not really important, especially given the way things have worked out with Russia's attempt to kind of get away from the dollar and trade in local currency, and now they've got a bunch of rupees sitting in a bank somewhere they don't know what to do with. It's not actually working the way they thought it would. Make sure you get additional context when you're looking at charts and graphs. Now, this outlet that put out this headline, was that intentional? I don't think so. That, to me, looks like one of those abbreviations that happens when somebody who creates a piece of content puts it out different platforms where people access that information abbreviated in different ways. There's a reason I don't put out videos titled "Let's Talk About Analyzing" anymore, because when it gets abbreviated and put out, it's not at all what we're actually going to be talking about. Sometimes it happens unintentionally, and when you look at this, that kind of seems like what happened there. But since it does look like an accident, I don't really mind talking about it in this light because it's a good teaching tool. In this case, it looks to be unintentional. But it highlights how this can happen. Nobody gets mad because it was an accident. And it gives people a chance to look at these different charts, these different graphs, and see how narrowing or widening the amount of context you're taking in with it drastically alters your perception. Remember this when you are looking at any statistics, because this is how a lot of bad actors try to frame narratives, because they show you that accurate information and then extrapolate way beyond what that information really shows. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.